Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Raila Odinga has called for mass action after Ruto refusing to reduce high cost of living in terms of price of the food, price of fuel, opening servers, and stopping the instituting of the new IBC commissioners. But Wetangula and the MUDAVADI are calling for dialogue. This is what Capital FM shared. Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has emphasized the need for dialogue among leaders while addressing the current socio-economic and political situation in the country. Speaking during the 5th edition of the People's Dialogue Festival, dubbed Form a Dialogue, Wetangula stated that the challenges such as tax burden, food shortage can be dealt with through dialogue. And this is what he said. Let me just quote him. Right from the Bible, dialogue was the centerpiece of God's communication with his people. In the book of Isaiah, we are called upon to come together and reason together. That's Wetangula. So he's calling for a dialogue, but not protest. Same thing to MUDAVADI. MUDAVADI was also addressing the same gathering. And for him, he's calling also for dialogue, but not protest. Listen to him shortly, then we will continue with this conversation.
We have to do it without being able to tax too much, because we are in a corner. We're in a corner. So we have to work hard and to be rational and to dialogue. And even in the process of competition, let us do our competitive politics, but let it be competition on the basis of ideas and opinions. If you can persuade me that your idea is better, that is okay. Then that is what we will go with. But the reality of the matter is that we, as a Kenyan nation today, are going through a difficult economic time. Some of the issues self-inflicted as a Kenyan people, and some of it extraneous factors that are impacting on us. And I've given you the example of the battle in Russia, Ukraine. Those are extraneous issues. And then there are others which are human-made, man-made, the climatic change effects. Different contributions by different players globally, but they are systematically impacting on us. But there is hope. There is hope if there is logical collaboration. There is hope if there is robust and genuine competition. And there is hope if we can underpin and sustain our democracy.
Now we are continuing with the regular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our return subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, the truth is that if MUDAVADI was the president today, and we have this kind of situation we are having now, he would definitely call for a dialogue. Just the same way Uhuru Kenyatta had a dialogue with Raila Odinga. Wetangula is a man who would want to have that dialogue. And so even that is what Luhya will do. Let me say it that way. Because Luhyas are a people who are peaceful. The most harmless community, and I know many other people in this country are not harmful. So that's what a Luhya will be. You call for a dialogue, you call for peace. That's why you will hear people saying Mulembe Nation. Lembe is peace. But then, in as much Wetangula and MUDAVADI are calling for a dialogue, the question is, what is the position of their leader, William Ruto, regarding Gachagua? When MUDAVADI is calling for dialogue, Ruto want to politic. Gachagua want division. So in as much they are calling for dialogue, their president does not want dialogue. So bringing peace in this country is a nightmare. That's why Raila is calling for mass action. Ruto will only understand the language of mass action. Because Raila gave him time to do something, he refused. And by the way, the 10 days Raila Odinga has given is also to give space for William Ruto to either change his mind as he continues to pile pressure. On the 9th day, to go to the 10th day, it means there will be no total reverse. It will be a procession to State House. That's where we are heading to. Wetangula is calling for dialogue. Rigathi Gachagua want to eliminate Uhuru Kenyatta. These people are trying to bring down some people's business instead of sorting out the problem in this country. When you call for dialogue, Moses Kuria is calling for GMO food in this country. Dialogue should be about reducing cost of living, reduce the price of basic commodity, bring in subsidy because already it was allocated in the budget. But Kuria and his team want to bring GMO to kill Kenyans. Nana anataka kufa kwa hii chakula ya kuleta hapa cancer. We are not ready to die. We need life. So look at that. Right now, Ruto is silent. Gachagua is silent. They are ready to communicate. We just heard the CS for Interior, Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki is trying the wrong direction. He's telling Raila Odinga not to enter any of the government institution. Kama installation ya security, hiyo police station asiende huko. How? So you see, this is a directive from William Ruto giving it to Kithure Kindiki. There is a division in Kenya Kwanza. We have those who believe that we need to dialogue rather than going in the direction we are heading to. And that person is Wetangula and MUDAVADI. A team that worked with Raila Odinga not long ago in 2017. And in 2013 they were there. Some of these people understand what Raila is calling for. But now they are with Ruto. They need to tell Ruto what they are telling Kenyans. They should not be addressing Kenyans on the issue of calling for dialogue. Let them tell William Samoei Ruto he needs to think of dialogue. That dialogue should be about opening servers. It should be about reducing high cost of living. Let them bring back the subsidy, make unga to cost 100 shillings. That dialogue should be about fuel, reduce fuel. When Uhuru was here, he had subsidized fuel. It was going for, he had reduced by 30 shillings. But when Ruto came, he added that 30. Now, he reduced 1 shilling and he told the Kenyans, we have reduced the price of fuel. That was a total insult to Kenyans. How do you increase fuel by 30 shilling, then later you reduce one by 1 shilling and you tell Kenyans, you have subsidized and you have reduced the cost of fuel in the country. Ruto is seeing us to be stupid people. We are not. You can cheat some people sometime, but you can't cheat everyone every time. No. It has a shelf period. It cannot be for life. Once expiry date come, then the truth will come out. Life is expensive. There are people who believe that servers should be open to know the truth. That portal he has been talking about every day is not the server. That portal was being fed from the server. So we are not sure if what the server was feeding to the portal is the truth, or if there is some other truth, because the whistleblower came out and he shared some information. The truth lies in the server, but not in the portal. So Ruto will be keeping here politicking, talking about portal is open, server was open long time. Ruto is telling Raila Odinga that among the duties and responsibility of the president, there is nowhere he is told to open server. Look at that arrogant reaction or answer. It means he's not a man who's ready for dialogue. So Wetangula should be advising William Ruto and Gachagua to stop politicking and go the dialogue way. If they are not careful, we have 10 days for mass action. People will be doing in-seat. They will be getting for in somewhere. Kizura Kendika amesema wasiende kwa police station, wataenda huko, they organize and sit. Then wanakaa tu, hawaongei, to send a direction, to send a message. Lakini siku zikiisha, shida itakuja. And even that problem will be seen right from today. Tell me how you are going to collect taxes from people who are picketing. Tell me how are you going to control people who are in a demonstration. To tell them, don't go this place, don't do this. How? They have said that this is going to be peaceful picketing. But you know, it cannot be totally peaceful. We have those people who would want to disrupt peace. So, to some extent, the country will reach a level where it will be ungovernable. Sasa hata Wetangula, wewe utakuwa speaker wa wapi? Mudavadi, wewe utakuwa prime CS wa wapi? Wewe William Ruto utakuwa president ya wapi? Gachagua utakuwa na deputy wa wapi? You might found yourself in Sugoi, Mululu, au watu wa Bungoma, huyu mwingine wa nini, huko Mount Kenya, Nyeri. Utajipata nyumbani, ukajipata huko Madhira at the end of the day, because we are not seeing people who are ready for dialogue. But Mudavadi, I know he mean what he's saying. I know Wetangula mean what he's saying. The problem is that the people that they are working with do not mean what they are saying.